Hey YouTube, this is Other Purple One. I want to talk about this subject for this practical use and for this military use. We put some curtains up. They're made as outdoor curtains. I'll put a link to them so you can see what they are. But this is for our purpose right here. It's for the sun. In the afternoon, the sun just blares through here. And sitting on that chair over there is terrible. The sun's getting you. So we put these up. They're sheer because we wanted the light to come through. If they're not thick enough, we're going to move them to right behind me on the porch because the morning sun is not as bad, and then get some thicker ones to put up. But right now I think they're going to work. I did this for the sun, but you could also do it on your porch for a worst case event. You might be on your porch more. If you lose power, you're going to lose air conditioning, so your porch, if you do have a covered porch, is going to become important. Just like if you look at houses built a long time ago before air conditioner, they had huge porches. That was to create shade on those windows to keep the house from heating up. It was also to give a nice spot where you could spend a lot of time under cover so you're not in the sun and have a comfortable place. In the South, a lot of people would sleep on their porches. They would be screened in. That's just so you'd get away from that hot house in the summertime. So we put these up. I salvaged the bar, got that from middle school that we salvaged out of, and put a couple hangers up there. And that way we can move them back and forth when we need to. It creates definitely some shade. As you can tell, it'd be a lot brighter in here. Also, there's a practical use of this. You know, if in a grid down situation, you're on your porch a lot, you might be eating, you might be cooking with a little stove. It does hide your neighbors from seeing you, so I recommend this. You know, if they're seeing you over there cooking and eating, might be wanting to come over and see what you got. Also, if you see them coming from the road, you have some time to react, to move something, to hide something. It creates some privacy. So you can definitely hide what you're doing on your front porch, and can block the sun, like in my case. Militarily, we put these up before. Yes, this is not, sandbag wall. That's highly recommended if people want to do you harm. But this definitely conceals you. It's not cover, it's concealment. We put them up, especially in urban areas. You might have some buildings next to each other, but you might have some openings between building and building. And the first thing we did was get some rope tied up between the buildings, and then we had camo nettings I have used in the past. You can go wherever you see any tankers and steal some of their big old tarps that they covered their Bradleys and their tanks with. Just don't get caught. They're not too happy with you when you do that. And you can use tarps. And basically what you're doing is you're just denying someone visibility of what's going on between your buildings. So you might have a garage, you might have a house, and you want to just close in your property a little bit in a grid down situation, and you don't have fencing. A tarp will work. No one can see behind it. These work pretty good. I got up on the hill over there and looked. It's very hard to see anybody down here, so that is a huge plus. But it's not my primary purpose. But start thinking about that. Can I close off some areas on my property? Especially if you have an open area where people can see you from a few hundred yards away. It's hard to defend against that if someone wants to do you harm in a grid down situation. They can hide in the wood line. Your house might be right in the middle of your property, but it's all open. You got grass, acres of grass around you. Putting something up like this might help you. It's just a shield. It's not going to protect you from bullets, but it will make it very hard for them to find and have a very clear target. So highly recommend it. It's just another combat multiplier that can be used to give you a better advantage in a grid down situation. Thanks for watching.